Alright guys, tonight we're going to talk about how to plot points on a coordinate plane. So what you're looking at with the sheet that you have is, that is a coordinate plane, and we use them for situations where we might be dealing with basically more than one number line. One really common example of this is actually the world map. If you look at the world, a map of the world, you'll see the world is measured two different ways. There's latitude, which is vertical, okay, your distance north to south, and then there's longitude, which is your distance from left to right, okay, east to west. So there are some other examples that we'll look at in the future. But what I want you to do first with this coordinate plane is cut it out so that you can see just that square that you have on your paper. And then I want you to take each of the corners, as you can see in the picture, and fold it in toward the origin, okay? The origin is that center point right there where the two number lines meet, okay? That point that I just marked for you in red. That is going to be what we call the origin. So fold each of your corners in, and when you're done, it should look like this. So you've got basically a little diamond-shaped piece of paper, and then what you're going to do is you're going to number them, okay? So on our coordinate plane, we've got 4 different little sections to the coordinate plane, and we're going to number them like this, okay? So the top right is quadrant number 1. We call them quadrants. Quad meaning 4, remember. The top left is quadrant 2, the bottom left is quadrant 3, and the bottom right is quadrant 4, okay? Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. And this is the important part. This is where you're going to really want to start writing things down, okay? So, this center point, which I pointed out before, is called the origin, okay? And when you go to plot points on the origin, or on the coordinate plane, you will always start at the origin, okay? So we're going to say always start at the origin. And that is a point that we call 0, 0, okay? So what you'll see, or what you'll use when you plot points on the coordinate plane, is something called an ordered pair. And an ordered pair is a set of numbers, okay? The first tells you where to move on the x-axis. The x-axis, is the horizontal axis, okay? It's this number line here. And the second number, okay, is the y-axis, and that's the vertical axis, the one that goes up and down. That's this number line right there. So, when you go to plot points, the first number you see is x, okay? That's your x-axis. That means it tells you whether to move left or whether to move right. So, we'll say that we need to first move horizontally. And then, second, we will move up or down, which is vertically. Okay. So in other words, we might say, first you drive, and then you fly. Okay. So let's try plotting a couple of points for example. First, the point 5, 4. Now, 5 is our horizontal number. Since it's positive, we're going to go to the right, okay? So we go 5 points over to the right, and then we go 4 points up, drive, then fly, so that is our first ordered pair right here. Remember, 5 units over, 4 units up. We're going to label that as 5, 4. All right, now our second point is -3, 1. We go 3 points to the left, 1 point up is going to land us right here. -3 and 1. All right, so I think you should pause the video right now and see if you can plot the points -2, -3, and 4, -6 on your own. Okay, now that you've had a chance to plot it on your own, let's see if you got it right. So -2, -3 means we're going to go to the left 2, and then we're going to go down 3. Okay? -2, -3. And 4, -6 means we're going to go to the right 4, and we're going to go down 6, leaving us right here. So what you might have noticed here is that if you see a positive number, it means you're either going to go to the right or you're going to go up. Okay, and if you see a negative number, it means you're either going to go left or you're going to go down. So using the positioning within the ordered pair, remember on the left side tells you to move left or right. The right side tells you to move up or down. And then look at whether it's positive or negative to determine whether you're going up or down. And that's all for tonight, but tomorrow you should expect to have more detail on this. And when you're finished with these notes, I want you to spend some time working on your 10 marks assignments. Make sure you get caught up on those.